holy days, man. So you try and get off work if you can, you know. And there are means to be able to get letters or, you know, whatever's needed for you to give to your boss, whatever, they'll be able to try and get off. At least try. Let them know this is what you believe in. Go ahead.
Verse 36. 7 days you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High. On the 8th day shall be a holy convocation unto you, and you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High. It is a solemn assembly, and you shall do no servile work therein.
Right, so the first day that we're in is going to be a holy convocation. We're coming together, holy gathering. And the 8th day. On the 8th day, we're going to come together again for the closing of the Feast of Tabernacles, you see, which is a holy assembly. Go ahead.
Verse 37.
You see, he said again. What did he say again? That we heard already. What did he say again?
Holy convocation.
Huh? What did he say again? No servile work. That's old school right there. You know it. You know how to do it. Read.
Verse 37. These are the feasts of the Most High, which you shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High, a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice and drink offerings, everything upon his day.
Wait a minute. Upon whose day?
Upon his day.
No, it got to be our day.
Upon his day.
Hey, come on, it got to be Israel. Come H.O.I.L.A.
No, upon his day.
What?
Upon his day.
Upon his day, man. It's his day. You see what I'm saying? We are privileged to be able to come together, assemble ourselves on his day. That's the Most High's day. Khan. Mokan. Khan. It's the Most High's day. Whose day is it?
Most High's day.
Khan. Go ahead.
Verse 38. Beside the Sabbaths of the Most High, and beside your gifts, and beside all your vows, and beside all your free will offerings, which you give unto the Most High.
Right. So these are the things that we're looking at that we should be doing. Verse 39.
Verse 39. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when you have gathered in the fruit of the land, you shall keep a feast unto the Most High 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath.
So that's why I started with the Sabbath from, you know, the Most High feast days from 1 to 4, because we got to honor that's the Sabbath. You know, you're not supposed to be working. You just said that over and over again. You know, get off work, you know, and honor the Most High's day. 7 days. This is 7 days. The first day is a holy convocation, 7 days, and then the 8th day will be a holy convocation. We come together again, okay? But we're supposed to have, you know, free will gifts and so forth that we did. But go ahead. On the 15th day, which is this day, which should be, like I said, the middle of the month. 15 days to a month. I mean, 15 days and half a month. Other 15 days the rest of the month. You see, 30 days, you know, they have all these different calculations of the moon cycle and so forth, but it's real simple. If you have a period of time of your busy life to look at the moon and count, you'll see it'll be 30 days, and that moon will be the same as it was on that first day you seen it. Most I ain't the author of confusion, man. 30 times 12 is what? 360. So 360 degrees is what? A complete what? Circle. Even Esau know that, right? We learned that up here. right? I mean, it's not complicated, man. Most I not the author of confusion, but we got to figure out something. Ain't no figuring out nothing, man. That's real easy, right? It's real easy. He's not the author of confusion. Go ahead. Okay, let's see. Go ahead, read on.
Verse 40. And you shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook, and you shall rejoice before the Most High your power 7 days.
See, we're supposed to be rejoicing before the Most High 7 days, but he's telling us we're supposed to take these boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook, and you shall rejoice, be happy before the Most High our power. 7 days, man. They waiting on what? The world waiting on what? Holiday.
Damn days.
Halloween. End of the month, right? Everybody waiting on Halloween. Here we got 7 days we have a good time. You know what I mean? 7 days rejoice. I mean, you having a good time. Go ahead.
Verse 41. And ye shall keep it a feast unto the Most High 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever.
No, not in captivity.
It shall be a statute forever.
Okay, a statute forever. Okay.
In your generation.
How many in the generation now, Khan? Okay, all right. Read.
You shall celebrate it in the 7th month.
In the 7th month. You making sure you understand this. Go ahead.
Verse 42. You shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths.
So he said we're supposed to dwell in booths 7 days, man. If you don't have a booth, make you a booth. You know? Make a homemade booth, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, this is our custom, man. He said you dwell in booths 7 days. You know? Go ahead. He made us dwell in booths. Go ahead.
Verse 43. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Most High, your power. And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Most High.
Come, you see this Feast of Tabernacles last, right? It's so important to the Most High. We're going to see that we're going to do this in the kingdom also. Deuteronomy 16 and 13. Deuteronomy 16, 13.
It's the book of Deuteronomy 16:13. Thou shalt observe the Feast of Tabernacles 7 days. After that thou hast gathered in thy corn and thy wine.
Right, so this is like somewhat like the end of the year of harvest. You know what I mean? Like we plant food in the spring, and then by this time it's known as the end of the year also. But we know that the end of the year is when? For us. When's the end of the year for us as Israelites? Yeah, well, speak up.
Passover.
Look, be loud, right, be loud, wrong. It's okay. We all. It's gonna be when?
Passover.
Yeah, kind. During the Passover, that's the beginning of our year, you see? But this is like considered the end of a year too. You know what I mean? Because it's the end of the harvest. When we get the harvest, like you said, get the corn and wine. Wait a minute, it didn't say wine, did it? It said wine. I thought we couldn't drink. It said corn and wine. So we had that. Don't the wine have to ferment? I mean, you know what you call it? Ferment, right? Ferment, right? So we got the wine. The wine have to be, the grapes has to been picked and ready for the wine, right? So it makes the wine, right? They say corn and wine. Okay, so we can drink it, but moderation. In moderation. Keep that in mind. In moderation.
Moderation.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 14. And thou shalt rejoice in thy feast, thou and thy son and thy daughter and thy manservant and thy maidservant and the Levite, the stranger and the fatherless and the widow that are within thy gate.
Right, man. So we're supposed to be rejoicing, man. It's supposed to be a happy time, man. It's not supposed to be no sad time. We ain't supposed to be dealing with no, and you know, you gotta be aware that at these times, man, the devil trying to come in to take your joy away from you. Always come with some old negative stuff. You know what I mean? So we gotta really push that away from us at this time, at least for a week. You know what I mean? You see the negative, I don't want to deal with that. You know what I mean? That way you can rejoice for 7 days. Otherwise, because he know he got a short time, he come under much wrath, and he get in the minds of people to have them to act a certain way with us, trying to be, you know, because they not following what we following. They getting ready for Halloween. That's Satan's day, ain't it? That's straight the devil day. They gonna celebrate that, and here they gonna come at you, and you trying to do what's right, man, according to the Most High's word. See what I'm saying? So don't let anybody, you know, vex you in that spirit, man, with their spirit. You know what I mean? That negative, I'm saying. Go ahead.
Verse 15. 7 days shalt thou keep a solemn feast unto the Most High thy power, in the place which the Most High shall choose, because the Most High thy power shall bless thee in all thy increase and in all thy works of thy hands. Therefore thou shalt surely rejoice.
That's right. How many times you just said rejoice over and over again, right? You see that? So that's what I'm saying. You're not supposed to be allowing anything to detour you from being happy, man. Having a good time. Go ahead.
Verse 16. 3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before the Most High thy power in the place which he shall choose, in the feast of unleavened bread, and in the feast of weeks, and in the feast of tabernacles, and they shall not appear before the Most High empty.
So he's telling us, man, 3 times in a year. Is that much? That's not much. That's not asking for much. He said 3 times in a year must all the males appear before the Most High in the place he should choose, where we, choosing here in captivity, a place that we come together to gather to be able to, honor him first and foremost. Con? In the feast of unleavened bread. Y'all know what the feast of unleavened bread is?
That's the top of the year.
Anybody know what the feast of unleavened bread is?
Feast of the
Hmm?
It happens right after the Passover.
Man, why you whispering? You always talk loud.
Slack.
And you up here whispering. Why you whispering? I want to hear what you said. You hear what he said?
Nope.
I said,
Feel like that, nope. Huh?
the Feast of Unleavened Bread happens right after Passover.
That's not a good enough answer, but you're right, but it's not a good enough answer. It really needs to know, because it could be like next month, the next month after Passover, the next week after Passover. It's got to be specific, because he said a feast of unleavened bread. It's very important that you understand when that is, and that's the day after Passover.
Is it?
See, huh?
Ain't the first day of Feast of Unleavened Bread the other day on the Passover?
No.
No, after.
The Feast of Unleavened Bread is the next day. See, we're supposed to be honoring the day of our redemption that the Most High
Come.
got us out of Egypt. See, what the Passover be dealing with what? Understand this. The Passover was in the house. We couldn't come out of the house. Remember the death angel went over?
Come.
Hashem went over and killed all the firstborn of the Egyptians.
Yeah.
We was in the house. So that whole, when they say, hey, we free. We free. We've been in captivity all that time. Somebody tell us we free. We ain't got no internet. We ain't got no phones. We ain't got nothing. Just say, hey, you free. Right? So we got that whole day. We went around and we gathered up all the Egyptians and said we bought off from the Egyptians the whole day. That evening we left from Egypt. That's the Feast of Unleavened Bread that it's talking about. We need redemption. Con? So if you're not honoring the fact that the Most High redeemed us from Egypt, because he did all those plagues to get him a name.
Gone.
So how you really honoring him? And it's gonna come back to him. It's about him. You understand? So he's telling us to honor the fact that, look, I got you out of captivity. Don't we need to get out of captivity now? So think about it. That's why I asked it. That's why I stopped and asked that, because if you're not really looking at this spiritually, how he got a name. He hardened Pharaoh's heart, so he said, I harden his heart so I can get me a name. When he do all the things he gonna do on this earth and put on my outside his enemies on his feet, then he gonna be accepted, it says. That put Mashiach outside enemies under his feet, along with the Most High's enemies. They're not honoring him. Who honoring him right now? Nobody honoring the Most High. They talking about Hurricane what? Helene and Hurricane Milton. That's the Most High. That's why I say he gonna do things on this earth, man, to get him a name that's gonna last forever and ever and ever. And that's the redemption that we're looking at, man. We gotta be redeemed. He said, hey, remember when I redeemed you from Egypt. That's what that is about. That's the 15th day of the first month.
Gone.
The Passover on the 14th day. Right? Where was we at on the Passover?
In the house.
In the house.
Yes,
In the house.
Death angel passed over us.
Right. The next day, we left. The next evening, we left. But see, if you just coming together for the Passover, we trying to, like you just said, including the Passover with the Feast of Unleavened Bread, it starts then, but we talk about the Feast of Unleavened Bread is a specific holy convocation. You go to Passover, you can't make the 14th and the 15th day be the same, can you?
No.
Can we make today and tomorrow be the same day? No, it's 2 different days. Y'all with me? That 15th day is the day that we're supposed to come together to honor the Most High redeeming us. And we can pray to the Most High to redeem us from where we at now. Say, you redeemed us in Egypt, we in spiritual Egypt now. Come. That's what it's about, man. And he gonna give him a name. Believe this. Ain't nobody gonna forget him this time.
Gone.
They ain't gonna ever forget him.
Con.
He gonna be always exalted.
Come.
That's why he say, Feast of Unleavened Bread. Salakia. Go ahead. Feast of Unleavened Bread, he said, what else? What's the other one?
Verse 16.
No. In the Feast of Weeks, you know, that's 50 days after the Passover. That you see in Acts the 2nd chapter when we receive the Holy Spirit. And where we at now, in the Feast of Tabernacles. Those 3 feasts are so important to the Most High. That's why he tells us, those 3 days we're supposed to come together, and you're not supposed to come together empty, with nothing, giving nothing. You got to give something. That's what he's telling us from that point here. He said, when is it over? Did it end in the Babylonian Empire, as far as what we're supposed to be doing?
No.
Did it end in the Persian Media Empire?
Nah.
You sure? He said, how long is it supposed to last?
Forever.
How long?
Forever.
Okay, so we're supposed to be doing it now then, right?
Come.
Go ahead, read on there.
Can you continue
Verse
on to
17.
16?
Verse 17.
Verse 17. Every man shall give as he is able, according to the blessing of the Most High thy power, which he hath given thee.
Right, man. So everybody's supposed to be coming to these 3 feasts and have something to give. You understand? As the Most High has blessed you, you got to think about it before these 3 holy days come about. So when they come about, you have something to give. That's the law. Huh? That's the law. So you think about it, like we got the Feast of Tabernacles now. So now we got all the way till next year, to the day after the Passover, which is the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the 15th day of our first month, to be able to have something to give. Then he said 50 days after that, have something to give then. Then here we are, the Feast of Tabernacles, 3 times a year, he said. You see?
Come.
Okay, from there, get everybody understand that? Count. Okay, Deuteronomy 31 and 9.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31 and 9. And Moses wrote this law and delivered it unto the priests, the sons of Levi, which bear the ark of the covenant of the Most High, and unto all the elders of Israel.
Right. So Moses wrote this law, delivered it to the priests, who were the ones that were administrating the law to all 12 tribes. You had priests that was over, each tribe of Israel. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And Moses commanded them, saying, at the end of every 7 years, in the solemnity of the year of release, in the Feast of Tabernacles, when all Israel is come to appear before the Most High thy power in the place which he shall choose, thou shalt read this law before all Israel in their hearing.
So this what's supposed to be done. When he say the Feast of Tabernacles, see how important this feast is? He told the priest, man, at the end of every 7 years, which is the year of Jubilee, we will come together and say, read this law into all the 12 tribes' ears. Go ahead.
Verse 12. Gather the people together, men and women and children, and thy stranger that is within thy gates, that they may hear and that they may learn and fear the Most High your power, and observe to do all the words of this law.
Hear that? He said, gather the people together, the men and women and children, and thy stranger that is within thy gates, that they may hear and that they may learn and fear the Most High, your power. Yours is a personal possessive pronoun showing ownership. He's our power. And observe to do all the words of this law. But what did he say? What's so important? Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. A lot of people miss this because they're not really looking at what he's saying here, and it's over and over again. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. What he said.
Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for it's the whole duty of men.
Oh, can you read out so they can hear people? I want people online to hear it, because I don't know what's up with this guy.
I thought I said
He over here whispering this.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High.
What did he say?
Fear the Most High.
What did he say?
Fear the Most High.
What did he say, class?
Fear the Most High.
Do y'all know what that means?
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh?
Be afraid of him.
And what else? And be what? Afraid, and what's another word for it?
Terrified.
Terrified, what's another word for it?
Dread.
Okay, what, anybody else, what's another word for it?
Scared.
Huh?
Scared.
Hmm?
Scared.
Fear?
Scared.
Scared, scared. Scared, anybody else?
Tremble.
Tremble?
Terrified.
Yep, that's a good one, huh?
Terrified.
Terrified?
Alarmed.
I don't know about alarm. I don't know about, you can be alarmed, but don't still be scared, don't be afraid, you know what I mean? But you understand? That's the first thing it says. Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. What did it say?
Fear the Most
You
High.
better be afraid of him, man. You better be scared of him, man. You gotta understand, man, he gonna put every kingdom under the foot or the feet of a Mashiach Yahushua.
Gone.
Y'all understand that?
Gone.
And then the Mashiach Yahushua gonna be subject to him, then the Most High gonna be all in all. That's what this is all about, man.
All praise.
That's why he said, hey, fear the Most High. We way back in, when we came out of Egyptian captivity in the wilderness, Most High said he came down to make us fear him. Fear him. That's why people doing what they're doing, man. Nobody talk about the Most High. Who talking about the Most High? We Israelites, well, that's our power. Who really talk about him? Show me. Ain't nobody talk about the Most High. We Israelites, right?
Gone.
What's the order? What's the order?
The order is Yahweh, Yahweh, man, woman.
Right. That's the order. So if that's the order, then we should be talking about him. That's what our ancestors did. I can show you over and over again. They was like, hey, remember Most High when you did this? Most High did this. Most High, Most High, Most High. They were talking about him. You understand? We too focused on ourselves. We know we Israel. Now what? We ain't gonna save each other. We can't do a damn thing for each other. On the real, I'm talking about far as looking at the power that we have over us. Who's the power?
Yahweh.
Who's the power?
Yahweh.
That's right, man. Yahweh's the power over every entity. They ain't got nothing on him, man.
That's right.
That's why we need to tap into him.
Gone.
How we gonna be redeemed and we talking about Kwam Yashirah? Only. Huh?
That's right. Gone.
Think, I'm just trying to get y'all to think, man. For real, for real. Who got to rise first? Show me King David. That's to anybody out there that's an Israelite. Show me King David always talking about Kwam Yashirah. And he fought 40 years against every damn nation and put them in subjection to Israel. Huh?
Gone.
Right?
Gone.
That's why King Solomon had peace, man. You have to understand, man, this is all about the Most High. In the end. Remember he said, he told Moses what? I'll kill all of them Israelites and I'll make a nation out of you, Moses. Then John the Baptist came back and said what? Most High can raise up some what?
Rocks.
Huh?
Rocks.
Rocks, man. Stones to be his people. His ways and thoughts not our ways and thoughts, man. That's why he said, fear him. You think he ain't angry? They call him Mother Nature. They call him little boy, La Nina, El Nina. Y'all better think, man. That's why I say fear the Most High. Gotta start talking about him, I'll tell you that.
Gone.
How you gonna pray to somebody you don't even know, you don't even talk about? It ain't even your conversation. I'm talking about naturally, it ain't even your conversation, you ain't talking about it.
Gone.
You better understand, man, he our only hope. He got angels on this earth right now, man, waiting for the commandment of the Most High.
That's right.
To bring forth destruction,
Gone.
vengeance, just a call to do what, and they not gonna break the Most High's commandment like us.
Gone.
The conclusion of the whole matter is what? Let's read it.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments.
That's right, man. Do what he say do. Fear the Most High, be afraid, be scared of him. Don't wait till he visit you. It's too late then. I want my shit say, hey, if you be in the head of the Most High, ain't nobody can take you out of his hand. Ain't nothing that can take you out of his hand.
Gone.
Trust me. He wound, he kill, he heals, he make alive, right? He do all of that. Everything is in his hand, man, from the right side and the left side. Y'all can't look at like those old proverb, the devil's on the curb crying. Why you crying, devil? Everybody blaming me for everything. The Most High said, I'm the one that killed. I'm the one that make alive. Huh?
Gone.
What's that?
The same.
Yeah, you read it.
All right. Deuteronomy chapter 32.
Read it loud. 'Cause they got-
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39.
There you go.
See now that even I am he. There is no power with me.
Con.
I kill and I make alive.
Mm-hmm.
I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
There it is. Con, there it is, right? There it is, right there, man. So, y'all understand that?
Huh?
That's why I say fear the Most High. Go ahead.
For this is the whole duty of man.
This is the whole duty of man. Go back to Deuteronomy 31.
Deuteronomy, we're left off at 12. Deuteronomy 31 and 12. Gather the people together, men and women and children, and thy stranger that is within thy gates, that they may hear and that they may learn and fear the Most High your power, and observe to do all the words of this law.
Right. Go ahead. Verse 13.
And that their children, which have not known anything, may hear and learn to fear the Most High your power, as long as ye live in the land, whether you go over Jordan to possess it.
So what's the Most High said is really important?
Fear.
Huh?
The fear.
The fear, man.
Yeah.
You said you made sure you understood that. Did he say it again?
Huh.
That the children should what? Learn to what?
The fear.
The fear, man.
Huh.
Con.
It's like the mafia you say, I'd rather be feared than loved. You know, that's how the mafia moves. Like, you rather be feared the mafia than the love, you know what I mean? Because fear, you know, you go respect somebody if you fear them and stuff, like you go follow their commandments, you know? That's how the mafia used to do it.
Man, it was something that I seen, I forgot. It was almost like following the commandments of, well, you know, everybody follow the commandments of this world, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They lock into that.
Yep.
You know, it's more laws that America have than the Most High gave us. 613 laws. It's way more laws than they have, right? And we following them.
Mm-hmm. Sure am.
So it's not our thing. That's why I said it's not grievous to follow the Most High. From there, give me 2 Chronicles 8 and 12. 2 Chronicles 8 and 12. You know, y'all have to understand, I'm fervent about what I'm saying because this past Sabbath, I was asking everybody out there, I was teaching on the Most High, and I was like, do you know the Most High? And everybody was saying no. You know the Most High? They were saying no. They were saying no. And we can say whatever we want to say that we know him, but if I hand you the Bible and you can't just show him, just him, I'm not talking about Israel, I'm talking about just him, then you really know him. You understand? He's in the Bible. So you're going to know that I am the Most High. You know what I mean? Like, it's very important because just looking at everything, you know, and analyzing things, man, you know, it's like people really don't know him. People not really fear him. It's like a hype thing to know that you're an Israelite, and now what? You know what I mean? Now we're supposed to, what do you say tell our children? We're supposed to tell our children.
Fear.
Huh?
Fear
Yeah,
him.
learn of him, man. Learn of him and fear him. If you don't learn of him, you can't go fear somebody you don't know nothing about, right?
Yeah.
That's why people not talk about him, because people don't really know about him that much. Because where show me lessons where you can see that brothers really dropping about the Most High? Huh? I done seen them skip the Most High. It's most important to remember him. I'm just telling you real. It's live, so take it in any leader you have. And I'll show you proof. Right in scripture. And only reason I can say that because I seek them out. I sought them out, and I want to know. I want to know. You know what I mean? Like the mysteries that's hidden in the Most High. But how can I find out if I'm not talking about them? If I ain't about them, y'all, if I can sit up here and talk about Israel, y'all feel good. Everybody, yeah, let's go here. Get all proud, prideful, and all this stuff, man. Shoot, Most High, his name is jealous. A lot of y'all more powerful than the Most High in your mind. How you gonna tell me I'm wrong? I'll show you examples. I'm looking at us like, wow, man, it's 2024, man. Like I told you last time, where my brothers at? Where my sisters at? This ain't no joke, man. I see this a revolving door. People that I know, man, I'm talking about, y'all can't even imagine the number of people. You understand? Like, it's kind of hard, man, when you look at, okay, why are they gone? We were still saying Kwame H.O.I.L.A. Y'all just learning that. I was saying Kwame H.O.I.L.A. 30, 40 years ago. They ain't here, man. They not here. It's about the Most High, man. It's about the Mashiach Yahushua. Then us, then man and woman. Ain't that the order? You just said the order, right?
Yeah.
But if you forget about that order, then you end up, next thing you know, you by yourself, you end up dealing with Israel, and that's it. He said, fear me. Did he say fear Israel?
La.
You say Israel gonna save us?
No.
La.
We know who gonna save us, right?
The Most
Con.
High.
That's right. The Most High, he gotta tell the Mashiach Yahushua to crumb Hamashiach Yahushua, because he's sitting on the right hand side of the Most High,
Con.
But you keep hearing him saying, man, I hear it clear.
Con. He ain't gonna
He's
share his
saying
glory
fear.
with
He
nobody.
said, fear me.
Con. He ain't gonna share his glory with nobody.
That's right. That's right. Well, he have no respect to person. He got respect to Israel, us as a nation.
Gone.
He ain't got no respect to person. Individually, he care less, man. He care about those that's really gonna be in the spirit with him, man. That's it. He the spirit. Read on. Where you at?
Second Chronicles 8 and 12.
Read.
Then Solomon offered burnt offerings unto the Most High on the altar of the Most High, which he had built before the porch. Even after a certain rate every day, offering according to the commandment of Moses on the Sabbaths, and on the new moons, and on the solemn feasts 3 times in the year, even in the feast of unleavened bread, and in the feast of weeks, and in the feast of tabernacles.
See? Them 3 times of the year. He said 3 times a year we're supposed to meet, and that's when he was operating, doing what the Most High said do. Con?
Time.
Go ahead. Well, that's it. That's all I want. Give me no, go to Nehemiah. Nehemiah, the 8th chapter. That's really good. Nehemiah and Ezra was together. They were. Oh, Nehemiah wasn't no joke, man. You know, Nehemiah said, "Y'all come up here, settle on the top again. I'm gonna lay hands on you." Nehemiah was no joke, boy. Nehemiah 8 and 13.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 8 and 13.
Now, let me just say, let me show you. This is like street teaching. Like street teaching started on, like when we had the Feast of Trumpets, the 7th month, the first day. Read verse 1 so I can show you that right quick.
Nehemiah 8 and 1. And all the people gathered themselves together as one man into the street that was before the water gate. And they spake unto Ezra the scribe to bring the book of the law of Moses, which the Most High had commanded to
See
Israel.
that? The people wanted to hear what? The law of Moses. The law. People want to hear the law. All people, we bring the law, they be like, we ain't under the law. You see how we've been twisted? The people came together in the streets asking for them to read the law of Moses. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And Ezra the priest brought the law before the congregation, both of men and women, and all that could hear with understanding, upon the first day of the 7th month.
So we know the first day of the 7th month is what? The feast of what?
Trumpets. Oh, I mean, you kind of looked at me. You know?
Oh, I'm just waiting for them to answer. I'm just looking at you, I'm looking at you to see if they're gonna answer, okay?
God.
All right. I'm looking at you to make sure to see what they're gonna do. That's all, okay? I'm gonna tell you, y'all notice the armor bearer always got the answer, right? The armor bearer always had the answer, so it is what it is. The Feast of Trumpets, kind. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And he read therein before the street that was before the water gate from the morning until midday.
Wait a minute, morning till midday. Go ahead.
Before the men and the women and those that could understand. And the ears of all the people were attentive unto the book of the law.
So they reading the law. Where? At street teaching. You see? They're reading the law. The people want to hear the law. So you hear the law, then now you're going to do what? What the Most High wants you to what?
The foot.
No, what the Most High wants you to
Oh,
what?
the law.
To do.
To do. Right. What the Most High wants you to do. That's all. Simple as that, right? Go ahead.
Verse 4. And Ezra the scribe stood upon a pulpit of wood, which they had made for the purpose, and beside him stood Mattathiah, and Shema, and Ananiah, and Urijah, and Hilkiah, and Messiah on his right hand, and on his left hand Pedaiah, and Mishael, and Micaiah, and Hashem, and Hashbaddanah, Zechariah, and Meshullam.
Right. This is what, I know, back in the day, this is where everything was set up. That's why you see, when we had Israeli Church of University of Practical Knowledge, go to New York, they had podiums that they came out there, they built, just like you see ISUPK today do that. You see what I'm saying? This is where, this go back to, the 70s, 80s, 90s, you know what I mean? That's what we're doing. That's where that comes from right here. You set up a podium and they above the people. You're gonna see they above the people and they looking down on the people like you see them doing today. Read.
Verse 5. And Ezra opened the book in the sight of all the people, for he was above all the people.
See? He was above all the people on this podium, standing above the people. Read.
And when he opened it, all the people stood up. And Ezra blessed the Most High, the great power. And all the people answered.
They put that in there. They ain't say that. The people ain't say that. They snuck that in there, right?
They'll say, all the people answered, Khan, Khan.
Right. Y'all know why we say that, right?
Yeah.
Everybody here know, right?
Khan.
We not saying that, right? Khan? Okay, all right. We not saying that. No, because really, look, if you look into it, man, that's Zeus last name. That's the Greek idol. The number one Greek idol last name, right? Brothers, what's his last name? Most people don't know. Look it up for yourself, man. They stuck it in there. They little idol. But go ahead.
With lifting up their hands, and they bowed their heads and worshiped the Most High with their faces to the ground.
You see how they put that there first? That name, they said that name, then they're going to worship. You understand what it, you see how slick that is, slick move that is?
That is real
Everybody
slick.
That's real,
I know.
that's a real slick move, ain't
Hey,
it?
Esau slick, man.
The devil, right?
Changing up the words.
Hey, look. Hey, you see it. Those that have ears to hear, like I say, those that have understand.
You speak.
Okay, jump on to, but I just wanted to show you that's what street teaching, you can look at that street teaching right there. That in the street, they taught the law of the Most High to the people. Jump down to verse 13.
Verse 13. And on the second day were gathered together the chief of the fathers of all the people, the priests and the Levites, unto Ezra the scribe, even to understand the words of the law.
No, not the words of the law. It gotta be, the law has been done away with. So why? Oh, that's right, we in the Old Testament. That's why they reading this, right? Old Testament. Y'all in that Old Testament. Y'all in that Old Testament, Well, you see what the people wanted to hear? People wanted to learn the law of the Most High, to please the Most High, right? People wanted to please him, so they want to find out what it is that he gave Moses to give to us as the Israelites.
God.
That's what they read. They wanted to hear. Read.
Verse 14. And they found written in the law which the Most High had commanded by Moses, that the children of Israel should dwell in booths in the feast of the 7th month.
Hear that? So they found in the law, you see how important it is that the children, that we should dwell in booths that they found in the law. We just read it in the law, Leviticus 23rd chapter. They found in the law where the children of Israel, we the children of Israel, 12 tribes of Israel, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar should dwell in booths in the feast of the 7th month, which is the feast of what? Class?
Trumpets.
The feast of what?
Trumpet.
Are y'all serious? We dwell in booths on the feast of trumpets?
No, tabernacles.
Feast of Tabernacles.
No, you said it, but somebody was saying trumpets.
Oh, man.
Huh? We just dwell in booths on the feast of trumpets on the first day of the 7th month.
No.
This is what we're dealing with now. We're supposed to be dwelling in booths now. 7 days. right? Khan?
Khan.
Feast of what?
Trump.
Tabernacles. Khan. Okay, come on, let's go.
Verse 15. And that they should publish and proclaim in all their cities and in Jerusalem, saying, Go forth unto the mount and fetch olive branches and pine branches and myrtle branches and palm branches and branches of thick trees to make booths, as it is written.
See? So we're supposed to take all these different things, man, to make booths out of these particular olive branches, pine branches, myrtle branches, palm branches, and branches of thick trees to make booths, as it is written. You see? Rob Tyler, you just hear what we just read? You can make a booth out of that, or you can do the best you can, get you a tent and be under. Go ahead. We're in captivity, so we're gonna do the best we can. But if you can, get these, put those branches, get all these branches, and you can make a booth, and you can be outside and doing it, you know?
10 o'clock.
Go ahead.
Verse 16. So the people went forth and brought them and made themselves booths, every one upon the roof of his house, and in their courts, and in the courts of the house of the Most High, and in the street of the water gate, and in the street of the gate of Ephraim. And all the congregation of them that were come again out of the captivity made booths, and sat under the booths, for since the days of Joshua the son of Nun unto that day had not the children of Israel done so. And there was very great gladness.
See that? They hadn't done that since Joshua, man. So they was very glad to be able to, you know, honor the Feast of Tabernacles before the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Also day by day, from the first day unto the last day, he read in the book of the law of the Most High. And they kept the feast 7 days. And on the 8th day was a solemn assembly according unto the manner.
The manner of the law. You see? So they read the law of the Most High for 7 days, man. You see? They kept the feast 7 days, and on the 8th day was a solemn assembly. The feast, man, think about it. You know we love barbecue. We have a barbecue straight up. You've got all this food that we done, you know, come together to eat. You know we're gonna be there. You know we're gonna be there to have some good times, right?
God.
We love, that's why probably why we love barbecue. They'll come together for, you know, feast day and so forth. Even in the world, you know, we like that. So it was 7 days, not no 1 day, Christmas and 1 day for Easter and all that. We had 7 days that we came together. The first day was the Holy Convocation. You know, that's a feast day, so we're gonna eat then. Right? And the 8th day is the Holy Convocation, we're gonna feast and eat then. But all during those other days, man, we feasting too. That's what it's saying. But we going over the law of the Most High. You see, we reviewing the law. All praise to the Most High, man.
Praise to the Most High.
Let's come back to this, man. About some of myself, everybody all right?
Khan.
All right, cool. Go to Hosea 12 and 9.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 12 and 9. And that I am the Most High thy power.
And read it again.
It's the book of Hosea, chapter 12 and 9. And I that am the Most High thy power from the land of Egypt will yet make thee to dwell in tabernacles as in the days of the solemn feast.
Hear that? So the Most High said, he's the Most High from the land of Egypt. Remember what I was talking to you about how the Most High got him a name? When he put them 10 plagues on the Egyptians, he hardened Pharaoh's heart so he can get him a name. That's why he identified himself. He the Most High from the land of Egypt. You see? Because after that, what happened to him? Until this day. I mean, what happened to him?
People not talking about him.
Yeah, right. And they what? They know nobody. Like I said, nobody really know him. When people was really real, they was like, no, I don't know him. I don't know him. You know the Most High? No. You know the Most High? No. Who y'all call God? No. Over and over again. When you really think about it, I mean, it's something like you probably never thought about, but I want you to think about it because it's very important, man. You know, look at that lesson I did, and you're going to know that I am the Most High. For real. He said, you're going to know that I am the Most High, one way or the other. Every knee going to bow. You're going to bow down now, you're going to bow down later, but you're going to bow down to the Most High.
Con.
You know? Everybody, man. Who going to escape him?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Y'all see what happened with them hurricanes? They had tornadoes. Tornadoes with hurricanes.
And they got another one coming.
It killed a lot of people, man.
Hurricanes at the same time.
Yeah. They had hurricanes, but had tornadoes in the hurricanes. Understand this? It's like y'all can talk about harp all y'all want to, but who allowed it to happen?
The Most High.
Who's the power?
The Most
Yahweh.
High.
Who's the power?
The Most High.
Yahweh's the power. Who's the power?
Yahweh.
The power. Yahweh's the power. Who's the power?
Yahweh's the power.
Who's the power?
Yahweh's the power.
Who's the power?
Yahweh's the power.
Right, man. He's the power, man. Yeah, because, I mean, you look at, they want to launch their rockets up in the sky, go up in the sky, they fail. They just, angels do the fire that's coming out of the bottom of the rocket.
There's a saying. You can fire arrows out of the towers of Babel, but you can never strike the Most High.
That's right, man. They can't even get past the firmament.
It's 10 o'clock if you want to go to bed.
This real talk, bro. We're gonna let's look at
You go to bed. 10 o'clock. I don't want you to get sleepy. Better go to school.
Psalms 42, Psalms the 42nd chapter.
Put my shirt on my bed. All right, good night. My son got to go to school tomorrow. He can't stay up for the whole lesson.
Cool.
My son, yeah.
What's up?
No, verse 2.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 42 and 2. My soul thirsteth for the Most High.
Read it again.
My soul thirsteth for the Most High.
Read it one more time.
My soul thirsteth for the Most High.
My soul thirsts for the Most High. Read.
For the living power.
For the living power. Read.
When shall I come and appear before the Most High?
When shall I come and appear before the Most High? Man? When?
Time of gathering.
When?
Repeat it again, Elder. I didn't hear what you said.
Read it again.
Read it again.
Psalms 42 and 2. My soul thirsteth for the Most High, for the living power. When shall I come and appear before the Most High?
He said, that's the question. When shall I come to appear before the Most High?
Holy convocation.
When shall I come to appear before the Most High? I'll give you a clue.
Passover.
No. You had your turn. Anybody else? There's one.
Feast of Weeks.
Mm-mm.
Tabernacle.
She said tabernacle.
Oh.
It's 3 times. Y'all should know this.
We
We went
should-
over 'em.
Passover?
No.
No?
Feast of Weeks.
I explained that. Y'all should be saying Passover. We haven't read anything about Passover.
Oh,
have we?
okay. Okay.
We read Passover tonight.
No,
You
no.
read that? Okay.
Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Uh-huh. There you go. When is when? When is Feast of Unleavened Bread?
Right after Passover.
Passover.
No, that's what he said.
Second day of Passover. Second day of Passover.
No, come on. Y'all know what the Passover is?
The second day.
The second day after the
What date
Passover.
that is? What's the date? It's very important to know that because you have the new moon, and then you got Passover on a certain day. Then, huh? Say what?
15?
I can.
14.
15?
You said what? You said a number?
Yeah.
What number?
15?
15.
15? Okay, yeah, right. Come on, brothers.
Okay,
Come on, brothers. Come on, brothers.
You want me to talk?
No, I'm just, you said Passover. That's why I shut you down. You said Passover. That's going to throw everything off. But you know what the Passover. I said, we read the only thing I'm asking about certain things that he's saying that we read about.
Come.
You ain't got to think. You just got to remember what it is a little that we covering so that you can recall what it is we going over. You know what I mean? It's not hard. It's just a matter of what we went over. So what's the 3 times we supposed to come together? To remember, to go before the Most High. All the men.
All right, you got the.
Hold up, wait a minute. I'm
You
pointing
got
at
the
him.
Feast of Tabernacles.
No. I'm gonna hit him in order because that's like now.
Come.
Right now, but we had to come together before now. This is the last one. Give me the order.
Passover.
No, come on. Bro. We ain't read Passover tonight. I said that. We ain't read Passover tonight. Did y'all hear Passover?
no.
Okay, all right then. See, you said Passover. He can say Passover. I can show you the Passover when he say Passover. He ain't say Passover, did he?
No.
No.
God.
Feast of Weeks.
When?
Feast of Weeks.
I want the order. Like when they first started beginning of the year, then you got another one come 50 days later. You got where we at now. That's it. I mean, I can't make it no clearer than that. We done went over and over and over and over again. The order of how we coming together. Yeah.
Feast of Unleavened Bread, Feast of Weeks, and the Feast of Tabernacles.
Kind. Say it again.
Feast of Unleavened Bread, Feast of Weeks, and the Tabernacles.
Okay, everybody repeat after me.
You said Feast of Weeks?
Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Weeks? Weeks.
Feast of Unleavened
Weeks.
W-E-E-K-S.
Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Feast of Weeks.
Yeah.
Which you see in Acts the 2nd chapter is Feast of Pentecost. It's called the Feast in Gathering. It's called the Feast of Weeks.
All right.
50th.
It's the 50th day after the Passover. That's why H.O.I.L.A died on the 3rd day. Excuse me, he died and he rose on the 3rd day. He walked the earth for 40 days. And then he said in the Sabbath day's journey, a specific way of us counting. Like, and we might have, y'all might make up, no, you probably young, you probably have a word that you have, that y'all generation have for a week, you know what I mean? They say the week journey, you're going to be filled with the Holy Spirit. He said, hey, Sabbath day's journey, which represents how many days? Sabbath day represents how many days?
A week.
Right, and that's how many days?
7.
7 days. So you got 3. He rose on the 3rd day. He walked the earth for 40 days. That's how many days?
47.
He rose on the 3rd. He died. He rose on the 3rd day. He walked the earth for 40 days. That's how many days?
50.
No. We talking about 40 plus 3?
43.
43 days. Okay, he said a Sabbath day's journey, you're going to be filled with the Holy Spirit, right? So that Sabbath day is a matter of counting. Like you said, that's how many days?
7 days.
7 days. So you had 43 and 7, you end up with what?
50.
50 days. So that's when you look at Acts the 2nd chapter, that's when they was filled with what? The Holy Spirit. And that was the holy day of Feast of Pentecost, or Feast in Gathering, or Feast of Weeks. Con? You see how it adds up? 50 days, perfect. I mean, it's just like I said, y'all might have what they call these bondage, but y'all got a way to say, to the y'all might call it so to the fusion. What you talking about fusion? That's the week, man. And we had hip talk that we spoke here in the Bible. I mean, they put in here. You know what I mean? Like, we have to understand everything got to line up. In other words, and that's when the Feast of Weeks is. 50 days after he died on the Passover. That night they came and got him, right? And they had to make sure they got rid of him before they do what they did before everybody came together and assembled themselves for what day? We supposed to assemble ourselves. What day we supposed to assemble ourselves? What day we supposed to assemble ourselves? What day we supposed to assemble ourselves, Judy? Huh? What day we supposed to assemble ourselves? Huh? No, wait. I'm a not again. I couldn't believe it. Not again.
Yeah, what day is? Say it again. What day are we supposed to what?
Assemble
No,
ourselves.
what day we supposed to assemble ourselves?
The Shabbat, right?
Okay.
Remember I said what?
No.
What?
We've been talking, we've been reading this over and over again. We've been talking, not only reading it, we've been given the 3 days we're supposed to come together. The Most High said,
The Feast of Unleavened Bread, the Feast of Weeks, and the Tabernacles.
God.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
the answer that we're looking for.
Oh, okay. I'm just like the way you said it. I thought it was another. something else. Okay.
No. Like what he say? Look what he say. What he say? Read it again.
Psalms 42 and 2.
Mhm.
My soul thirsted for the Most High,
My soul thirsted for the Most High, man. Go ahead.
for the living
For the
power.
Most High is a living power. Go ahead.
When shall I come and appear before the Most High?
So we got the question. When shall I come to appear before the Most High? What did he say?
Feast of Unleavened Bread, Feast of Weeks, which is the Pentecost, Feast of Tabernacles,
There it is.
or Feast of Tents.
There it is. You see? Everybody see that now? And everybody say that together. Can we say it together? When should we come together? Feast of Unleavened Bread. I'm gonna say it, then y'all repeat after me. Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Feast of Unleavened Bread,
Feast of Weeks.
Feast of Weeks,
Feast of Tabernacles.
Feast of Tabernacles.
Okay. Everybody got it now, right? So it's the same answer. It's the same answer, right? It's been the same answer, right? Con? Been the same answer, okay. It ain't gonna change, that's what I say, man. It's just different scriptures say it different ways, but if you remember what it is that's been said already, then we all right. Con?
I got a question.
Yes.
What about the Day of Atonement? Don't you appear to the Most High on that day too?
Go back to Deuteronomy 16. Go back to Deuteronomy 16. But he's trying to add something in here that we ain't.
No, I'm just asking. I'm asking a question.
Go back to Deuteronomy 16. I don't know. Read that again. Read what it say. Listen, what it say. This is what it say.
Deuteronomy 16:16.
Y'all come, I don't know. I ain't good together with nobody on Day of Atonement. Read that.
3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before the Most High thy power in the place which he shall choose, in the Feast of Unleavened Bread,
Okay.
and in the Feast of Weeks, and in the Feast of Tabernacles, and they shall not appear before the Most High empty.
There it is. You know.
Okay, I agree with that,
we
bro.
have-
But y'all, you understand what I'm saying. That's
No, I was saying for us coming to assemble ourselves. We come together for the Passover. Sometimes we come together for the feast of dedication. You know what I mean? Certain things that we all come together for. But he's saying this is vital right here. What he's saying, the 3 times that we come together, because it's how long it took everybody to be able to understand these 3 dates. You understand? So you throw that wrench in there, the Feast of Atonement, then it didn't say that. Did it say that? It didn't say that. But I can show you where he said the atonement is there. That's the 10th day of the 7th month. That we gotta bring a sacrifice to ourselves, man, and afflict our spirits. He telling us what we're supposed to do on the Day of Atonement. And right now that Feast of Atonement, I don't know how y'all dealt with it. With me, it was because the Most High said, "I'm back for the atonement of our sins." We ain't sacrifice no animals no more, kind. So that's what we're supposed to be doing, giving the Most High all the honor and glory, and the honor and glory for allowing us to be able to have mercy and grace, the Israelites. Yeah.
Now, I was going to say, just make a small comment, because when you brought in the Day of Atonement, we ain't eating on the Day of Atonement, it's a fast. So that's why it says the 3 feast days right there. It says 3 times a year, and it talks about the feast, meaning eating. So the Day of Atonement's not eating, it's fasting. So God, that's all I have to say.
But I said, you're right. It is the Day of Atonement. It's part of the feast days in Leviticus 23rd chapter. You know what I mean? But it's not the three main feasts that we're talking about now. You bring that in, then now we got, like I said, I explained. I don't want to go through that.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I was saying, never mind.
But we didn't come together. Did y'all come together for the Day of Atonement?
Yeah, I didn't say that, but it's
We
all
didn't.
good.
Huh?
Nah.
We didn't. I didn't gather together for the Day of Atonement. Generally, we don't do that. You know what I mean? Y'all? I mean, do y'all? We don't only come together for the Day of Atonement. Since I've been in the truth. Unless it was a day that we always come to class, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We always,
Yeah.
we always kind of like had, Day of Atonement by ourselves. Ezekiel 36 and 38.
Ezekiel what?
36 and 38.
36, 38.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 36 and 38. As the holy flock, as the flock of Jerusalem in her solemn feast, so shall the waste cities be filled with flocks of men, and they shall know that I am the Most High.
Finally, I heard it. They gonna what?
And they shall know that I am the Most High.
That's right, man. We're gonna be filled with flocks of men. He said, in Jerusalem, gonna be a solemn feast in Jerusalem. Everybody gonna know that the Most High is the power forever and ever and ever. Go to Zechariah the 14th chapter. Zechariah the 14th chapter. I want you to start at verse 16.
It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 14 and 16. And it shall come to pass that every one that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the king.
Hear that? All the nations that have come against the Israelites, man, shall even go up. That's a remnant of the nation, because you gotta have a remnant of these nations that's gonna be left. They're gonna go up every year. What did it say? What time?
What chapter and verse was
Year
that?
to
Sorry.
year.
Zechariah 14
Oh,
and 16.
Zechariah.
Read it again now.
Zechariah 14, 16. And it shall come to pass that every one that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the king, the most high power of hosts, and to keep the feast of
You
tabernacles.
see how important this is?
Zechariah what?
Con.
Even in the kingdom. You see, all these nations gonna have to come up year to year and worship the most high power of army of angels, and to keep the feast of tabernacles and worship of H.O.I.L.A.
What was that again? Zechariah what? I'm sorry. How was it? I was
14, 16.
14, 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rob Tyler. Yes, for 7 days, man. So he tells you that these nations are going to have to come to worship H.O.I.L.A. and worship the most high power of angels, army of angels, yearly, right? Year by year in the kingdom. And if they don't, we don't.
Verse 17. And it shall be that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the king, the most high power of hosts, even upon them shall be no
You
rain.
hear that?
Gone.
Y'all matter, it don't matter who it is. If you don't come up, this is how important it is to the Most High. He said, if you don't come up year after year, no matter who family it is, to worship a H.O.I.L.A, the Most High King of army of angels, even upon them shall be no rain. You know what that means? They're not going to be blessed. They're not getting any blessing. Because that rain brings forth what?
Yeah.
Crops, food.
Crops,
That's
food,
right,
yep.
food, right. Bring forth the crops. They're gonna perish.
Oh.
They're gonna perish.
Yeah.
Amen.
That's right. Go ahead.
Verse 18. And if the family of Egypt go not up and come not, that have no rain, there shall be the plague, wherewith the Most High will smite the heathen that come not up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
You don't understand, man. Looks like you're gonna put a flag on them.
That's what I did.
But the Most High, they don't want to come up and honor the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua on the Feast of Tabernacles. Huh. Go ahead.
Verse 19. This shall be the punishment of Egypt, and the punishment of all nations that come not up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. In that day,
You say, he let you know this gonna be the punishment of all these nations that don't come up to honor the Feast of Tabernacles. So I tell them they should be looking at what we dealing with and learning what we're dealing with. They're gonna be either doing it or they're gonna be what?
They're gonna be in the grave.
Yeah, that's right. Put to death. Straight up. That's what he's saying. Huh?
Right.
Yeah.
In other words, you either get down or you're gonna get laid down.
That's right. For real. Everybody wants to observe this. Go ahead.
verse 20. In that day shall there be upon the bells of the horses holiness unto Yahweh, and the pots in Yahweh's house shall be like the bowls before the altar.
Well, Ashahawa, Ashahawa. Go ahead, and the pots of the Most High's house shall be like the bowls before the altar.
Verse 21. Yea, every pot in Jerusalem and in Judah shall be holiness unto the Most High power of hosts, and all they that sacrifice shall come and take of them, and sieve therein, and in that day there shall be no more the Canaanite in the house of the Most High power of hosts.
Ain't gonna be no more Canaanites. So ain't gonna be no more Canaanites in the Most High's power of hosts, man. Power of what? What hosts mean?
Armies.
Oh. Armies of
Soldiers of war, armies.
army of angels.
23.
Hosts mean army of angels.
3.
God, Most High got an army of angels, man.
23 and 28.
They ain't gonna be there. Get John. Let's go to my second. Go to
This
John the
one.
7th chapter.
You gonna put hands on it too.
Yeah, St. John. So we can start at verse 1.
This is the book of John, chapter 7, verse 1. After these things, Hamashiach Yahushua walked in Galilee, for he would not walk in Jewry, because the Jews sought to kill him. Now the Jews' feast of tabernacles was at hand.
Uh-oh. Are the Christians honoring what the Mashiach honored? The Feast of Tabernacles was at hand. You see? Read.
His brethren therefore said unto him, Depart hence, and go into Judea, that thy disciples also may see the work that thou doest.
So he said, hey, go into Judea. Using the northern, Galilee is the northern Israel. He said, go into Judea, so your disciples also may see the works that thou doest. The miracles that he was doing, read.
For there is no man that doeth anything in secret, and he himself seeketh to be known openly. If thou do these things, show thyself to the world.
Listen what they say. I want you to show. I want you to see what man say. Like men today want to be somebody in hell. What we say? What we say this condition is that we in as Israelites. They call it what?
Damnation.
We call it damnation, right?
Khan.
Instead of hell, Khan. So right. We call it damnation, right? It's damnation for us, right? Huh? But they saying, hey man, all these miracles you doing, man, go show yourself, man. There's no man that do all these miracles you doing in secret. Go and show yourself to the world. The world of who? The world of Israel, right? But we gotta know. All my sacrifice was go to Philippians. This I was Philippians the 2nd chapter. This is what this is how he was. Look at start at verse 5. Philippians.
This is the book of Philippians, chapter 2 and 5. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Hamashiach Yahushua.
So this is a mind that we should have that was also in the Mashiach Yahushua. Okay? Go ahead.
Who, being in the form of power thought it not robbery to be equal with the Most High.
Meaning he was the son of the Most High. That's all I was talking about. He said, I and my father are one in John 10 and 30, you know, meaning they agree. You know what I mean? Because he ain't equal with the Most High. Get John 14:28. Let's see what he said himself. So you understand, he ain't talking about he's the same as the Most High. Ain't nobody like the Most High. He by himself. Really, that's what he said about the Most High.
John 14:28. You have heard how I said unto you, I go away and come again unto you. If ye love me, you will rejoice, because I said, I go unto the Father, for my Father is greater than I.
Hear that? He said the Most High is greater than him. So
That's right.
they ain't the same. Huh?
Jingle Jennings.
Okay, go back to Philippians 2. Verse 6 again. Now that we know that he said out of his own mouth, the Most High is greater than him, read verse 6.
Philippians 2 and 6. Who, being in the form of the Most High, thought it not robbery to be equal with the Most High,
So that means they agree. And he's the son of the Most High. That's what it meant. Go ahead.
but made himself of no reputation.
See, but they wanted him to make himself a reputation, right? And then what they said, hey, nobody do all these miracles that you're doing and don't be seen of men in secret, you know, go out there and show yourself to your disciples or everybody, to the whole world of Israel. So, hey, you're going to be somebody in hell. We was in hell then. We was in damnation then. We was under who? The Romans. We was under the Romans. He was under, who killed him? Who killed him?
The Romans.
Roman Empire.
Who put him in, who killed him? The Romans.
Yeah.
So-called white man.
Yeah.
You tell him, okay, the
Edomites.
super part of earth, they didn't want to kill him.
Yeah.
Huh?
Huh.
So he was in a condition of hell. Look, let me show you. Get Matthew 11:11. What he said. Well, Matthew 11:12. Get back to the read that.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 11 and 12. And from the days of John the Baptist unto now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent take it by force.
See that? Who the violent?
One blessed with the sword, Esau.
Who the violent?
The Romans.
The Romans.
Yeah, God.
God.
Yeah.
That's the violence, took it by force. We fell in what? 70 AD.
Come.
We fought from 65 AD to 70 AD, and the violence took us by force.
Gone.
Huh?
Gone.
You get it twisted, man. I mean,
I heard in 70 AD that they used.
speak up. They can't hear you over there. You talking to me.
I
but
heard
you
in
gotta talk to
70.
me.
I heard in 70 AD regarding the historical account that they actually used some of our own people to take down Jerusalem. Our own nation of people who were selling out, because ain't no way them Edomites could have did it by themselves, knowing that Israel is a stronger nation than Edom. So they used some of our own people and some other nations to go up in there to do what they did, because Esau is known for doing that.
Huh?
Luke 21:20. Just make it clear as it can clear to be, without a shadow of a doubt.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 21 and 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
So it said, when you see Jerusalem compassed with armies, what armies would it be?
Roman Empire.
Roman Empire.
Now, if you say if you see Inglewood compassed with armies, what armies gonna be?
The U.S.
For
government.
us now, gonna be who?
The U.S. government.
That's right. So they was the superpower of the earth. So we tell them when you see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is not, which means near. Read.
Verse 21. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto.
He said, hey man, it's time to get out of there.
Yeah.
Flee into the mountains. We always fled into the mountains. Yes.
And when they flee into the mountains, that's going into Africa, West Africa, right? When they fled to the mountains, when we fled to the mountains,
Yeah, we went to the mountains, then we started going into
to Africa.
to Africa and places like that. But we always ran to the mountains. Judas Maccabees ran to the mountains. We always ran to the mountains. You know what I mean?
Hey, I live
some
where
kind of
you-
way we ran into the mountains. You know what I mean? He telling us. And then we went into, you know, the interiors of Africa. We had provinces in Africa already. As Israelites read.
Verse 22. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be
Hear
fulfilled.
that? So these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. Where to be written at?
And the prophets, the prophecies.
Where be written at? Somewhere where?
The Old
And
Testament.
that could be the law of Moses also. Could be through the law. You know, what the Most High said, I mean, the law told us what?
It said that
I mean, what did Deuteronomy 28:15 say? Read that. Because you talking about the prophets. Prophets, you look what Deuteronomy 28:15 say. We need to go to them curses. Them curses, where's that at? Where's they at? They're in the prophets?
No.
they in the laws of
In the
Moses.
law of Moses.
Laws, yeah.
Read Deuteronomy 28:15.
Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, all these curses will come upon us and to overtake us. So we didn't follow the laws. We wouldn't follow the laws, so therefore, you know, all the curses came upon us. The things that he's saying is written, you know, I know exactly where it's written, but what would happen to be fulfilled, point blank, without a shadow of doubt. Yes.
I have a precept concerning the desolation of Jerusalem too, right in the law.
Speak up, what'd you say?
Concerning the desolation of Jerusalem in the law. Leviticus chapter 26, verse 31. And I will make your cities waste and bring your sanctuaries unto desolation. And I will not smell the savor of your sweet odors.
There it is. You see? As it is written. So when you look at what he's saying pertaining to, read that again out. What was that in Luke?
It's the book of Luke, chapter 21 and 22. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
So from what we already read, from what he told us, what are you concluding with this? As far as what he said, how do you bring it on home from what we just read in Matthew to here in Luke 21? Hmm? Hmm? Yeah, you ain't gotta, I don't want you to think so hard because it's like, this is, you gotta understand, this is what we're dealing with and what we're reading.
Declaring
Only, I'm not, you ain't gotta, you're thinking too hard if you gotta think about what it is that my answer is, because my answer is real simple. Everything I asked you was something that we went over to make sure that you on point and understanding what we have read. That's it. So he's saying, what did he say? For these be the days of vengeance. That all things which were written may be fulfilled. He already told us something before he told us this. What was that?
the punishments.
Marshall had told us the punishment.
No,
I'm just saying what we read. We read something before we read Luke 21 and 20. Y'all not taking notes, right? You're just listening, right? Just like you go to church, you just sit there and listen to the preacher. Just what did he say? What did he say? I don't know, but I know the choir sound good. That's why you don't know. I bet you he know. I bet you he know. You know why? Because he taking notes. He writing down what was said. He know if I say, hey, before we came here, what you bet? What you bet? What y'all bet? Because ain't none of y'all taking notes, so, I mean, if you got to do it yourself, I mean, I don't know how y'all going to do this. This what it's all about, man. Y'all should have pencil and paper and writing down all this, because this ain't, y'all just come to eat. You got no food this here or something?
Here's the feast.
I'm serious, man. I mean, because you need to be able to do it yourself, yes.
I have Matthew 11 and 12.
Well, you better ask somebody. You better tell it again. Say it louder.
Matthew 11 and 12.
Y'all hear that, brother? What's up with y'all? Go there, Rob. You got it right.
John.
See?
This
So he already ready. See? You understand what I'm saying, right? Totally. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Why y'all don't understand? You know why? Y'all tell you why. You know why it is? Because we've been programmed to think too hard. We gotta have that deep spirit, that deep thinking spirit. But it's easy. It's real simple. This is real simple, man. We going over scripture. The only answer I want is what we went over. That's why she know where to go.
All praise to the Most High.
All praise to the Most High, man. All praise to the Most High. Y'all get this, man. This is very important. Most High called men. He called men. He called us. Con? We just went over scripture, and y'all, as fast as we went over that scripture, you going to the deep spirit. Y'all going down. It ain't hard. It's real. Read it out. It's easy.
Matthew 11 and 12.
Right.
And from the days of John the Baptist unto now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent take it by force.
Read it again. You gotta emphasize violent, because I don't think they heard it.
Matthew 11 and 12. And from the days of John the Baptist,
we just read this.
Until now.
Till when now? He's saying till this time, read.
The kingdom of heaven,
which is the children of Israel, read.
Suffered violence.
Suffered violence.
And the violence.
And who?
And the violence.
And the 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 who?
And the violence.
Who is who?
The Roman Empire.
Thank you. Who is who?
The Roman Empire.
Who is who?
Roman Empire.
Come on, we just read this. That's why I say, man, y'all gotta take this more serious, man. Y'all gotta take this more serious, man. We in the last days. This is the very last days, man. We gotta have this. I mean, y'all want to read? Y'all want me to show you what they did with the Bibles?
Yeah.
And Joseph Epiphanies?
Yeah, tell me.
Huh?
Show me, yeah.
For real? Go to Bible. Go to First Maccabees, the first chapter.
I got a precept.
You already said it.
I got a precept.
On what?
On taking notes.
Okay.
Deuteronomy 31 and 19. Now therefore write ye this song for you, and teach it the children of Israel.
Wait, they ain't give us a chance to get there. You know where you going. Where you going?
Deuteronomy 31 and 19.
You got that? You wrote it down? Okay. Doing what?
Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 19.
Go ahead.
That's a lot here. Yeah. Now therefore write ye this song for you, and teach it the children of Israel. Put it in their mouths, that this song may be a witness for me against the children of Israel.
That's right, man. I got another one.
That's right.
Go there. That's right. You know, Deuteronomy 6. Shema Yashurala, Yahweh Alahayanawa, Yahweh Akah. Deuteronomy 6 and 4. Verse 5. Deuteronomy 6 and 5.
It's 4 or 5?
Deuteronomy 6 and 5.
Deuteronomy 6 and 5.
I just sung verse 4. That's Hear, O Israel, the Most High, our power is one. Go ahead.
And thou shalt love the Most High thy power with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes.
That's reading them. Frontlets between your eyes because you're reading them. Read.
And thou shalt write them upon the posts of thy house and on thy gates.
There it is, man. That's how serious this is, man. You're right. You know what I mean? You're supposed to have these laws, man. Writing, man. I got notebook after notebook after notebook, man. I don't know how y'all could, you know, you're not supposed to come, man, and don't take no notes, man. For real, because you're going to be sitting here, you're going to be sitting here. I know, I ain't going to be sitting up there. But they said you gotta take notes, so I had to do what I was told to do. I had to take notes. And here I am sitting up here. I ain't gonna be sitting up here. And you know, all of a sudden, when y'all brothers gonna rise up to be able to sit here and do what I'm doing. You know that, right? And you heard that for years, right? Con. I want you to be sitting here, and I can be sitting out there enjoying you teaching. Straight up. I ain't got no pride. I love that. I mean, I want you one call to come to this brother and say, hey, man, they see me there. I mean, you want to no, I ain't teaching. This y'all thing. I'm gonna sit back here and enjoy y'all teaching. Shoot. I love this. What?
You did that to me. Remember?
What?
I was like, Elder, you want to
yeah.
teach? And he was like, no, man, you did it to me.
Oh yeah, right. On TikTok. That's right, man. I was enjoying you teaching. Then all you see me there and talking about, hey, you want to come up? No. I'm sitting back enjoying you teaching.
Good.
You know what I mean? You was vibing. You was in the spirit. Here I come up there and just everything got to change. No. I want you to be doing what I'm doing.
I was like the bailiff, you were like the judge when you came in. I was like, all rise.
Yep.
Hey, and the elders in the house.
I set it down though. Hey.
I was like, you all better show them respect.
Right, but the thing about it though is you understand. Speaking of that, go back to Philippians 2, so you understand why I feel that way, and it don't matter about me. You know.
All praise to the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Go back to Philippians 2.
Salakia.
Yeah.
And that's what it means to be a scribe also. That's what scribes did. They wrote down everything. That's why they call them scribes.
Ezra was a scribe.
Yes,
Yeah. But read verse 7. Philippians 2 and 7. So we understand where H.O.I.L.A mind was. They tell him, hey man, you did all these miracles, man. Hey, you need to be, telling the world of Israel. Let them know what you're doing, Just as his mind said. Let this mind be in you, was also in the mind of H.O.I.L.A, those that are in the spirit. Those that not might not understand it, because you might be too prideful to understand where he was at, to be able to understand where you got to be at to be like him. So read.
Philippians 2 and 7. But made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant.
Hear that? Go ahead.
And was made in the likeness of men.
He made himself of no reputation. Let me give you a prime example. He healed people. He told them, don't tell nobody I did it. He healed people. He said, don't tell nobody I did it. Don't tell nobody I did it. That's humility. Con? Yeah.
And he practiced what he preached too, because he practiced what he preached because he said, do not do your alms before man to be seen of them. And he didn't do it, and that's why he told him not to tell nobody.
Read that again.
Philippians 2 and 7. But made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men.
Made in the likeness of men, just like every other man. Read.
And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself.
He did what?
He humbled himself.
H.O.I.L.A did what?
He humbled himself.
But y'all realize, man, you're going to see what he done. And for him to be humble, and for someone in this world to have the power that he had, and doing what I'm going to show you what he did, and not make himself any reputation. It takes a certain spirit to be like that. You understand? That we talking about, you just let this mind be in you that was in the H.O.I.L.A. Being in the fashion of man, he humbled himself, read.
And became obedient unto death.
Became obedient, he didn't sin. He followed just what the Most High told him to do until death. Read.
Even the death of the cross.
Things that he had to suffer, man. That's what that cross represents, man. That suffering, that affliction that he had to go through, man.
Verse 9. Wherefore the Most High also hath highly exalted him, and given him a name which is above every name.
That's right, man. Look what the Most High has done. He highly exalted him and given him a name above every name. That what?
That at the name of H.O.I.L.A, every knee should bow, of things in heaven, and things in earth, and things under the earth.
Go ahead.
And that every tongue should confess that H.O.I.L.A is the power to the glory of the Most High, the Father.
See, that's two entities. Yeah. Yeah, every tongue should confess that H.O.I.L.A is the power to the glory of the Most High, the Father. You understand?
Come.
Everything is done to the glory of the Most High. That's why he said, you ask anything in my name, I will do it, that the Father could be glorified in the Son. Everybody missed that. And you ask anything in my name, I will do it. If you love me, keep my commandments. Ain't nobody ever seen that in the way that's written. Read that. I'll tell you, this how I know we got to come out of this pride. We got to come out of the things that's just for me, I, mine. Read that in John 14. What you going to say?
Now I was saying, yeah, H.O.I.L.A was probably like the humblest man when he was on earth. To wash somebody else's feet, man, a man's feet,
Oh,
man, that's super humble. You know?
yeah. Well, look
Wash
at
another man's feet.
let me show you something. Ain't nobody ever
That's deep.
identified this from what we just read in John 14 and 13 through 15.
It's the book of John, chapter 14 and 13. And whatsoever ye shall ask in my
And
name,
what's that?
Bahasham Hamashiach Yahushai,
Khan, go ahead.
that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son.
Go ahead. So whatever we ask, man, the Most High, Hamashiach said, ain't gonna do it. Read.
If ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do
He
it.
said, if we ask anything, we pray. Bahasham Hamashiach, he gonna go to the Most High and say, I'm gonna do it. Whatever you ask for. Read.
If ye love me, keep my
He
commandments.
said, you love me, keep my commandments. Do what I say do, right? Go ahead.
And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever.
Right. So what's significant in that for us?
Everlasting life.
Okay. Anybody else?
We should call on the Father, and He'll give us what we need if we call upon His name.
Say what?
If we call upon the Father's name, He shall.
No, he said in my name.
In His name, everything.
You gonna go to the Father?
Yeah, we go to the Father. He'll give us what we need. If we go to Him, if we basically call on His name. Am I saying that right?
Con, that's right. That's what he said, right?
Yeah.
Con. Anybody else?
We will not receive the spirit of bondage again, but we will receive the spirit of the Most High who will abide with us, like it says, forever.
Okay. All right. That's it. Everybody say what they had to say. You already said what you had to say. This is what I'm talking about. This is like I just told y'all in the spirit. I just told y'all something, and y'all just fulfilled just what I said. Nobody ever seen. In my face. You just did it. I just told you, didn't I? You know you've seen that, right? You see this over and over and over and over again. I'm to the witness. I'm telling you. And I just told y'all before I read it. Man, wow, that's crazy. All praise the Most High. Went right back to us. Man, wow. Man.
Salaki, the sister got a. Say something.
If you ask anything in my name, I will do it.
Okay. Nobody answered it. No more. Everybody gave their answers. You ain't got to answer no more. I just told y'all. Read Philippians 2. The reason why I went there, read Philippians 2 and 29 again.
That fell down. You said it yourself. And speak once, nay, twice.
You.
It's the book of Philippians, chapter 2 and 9. Wherefore the Most High also have highly exalted him and given him a name which is above every name, that at the name of a Mashiach Yahushai every knee should bow, of things in heaven and things in earth and things under the earth, and that every tongue should confess that Mashiach Yahushua is the power to the glory of the Most High, the Father.
Now we read, go back to say John 14 and 13 again. And just, I'm just gonna say this because it's spiritual and it's really important that. Well, go ahead and read it, then I'll see what I'm gonna say.
John 14:13.
But before I read this scripture, I said something to every last one of y'all. I made it clear. And y'all just proved what I just said. I'm gonna show you that just what I said in the spirit with a witness, that y'all just did exactly what everybody always have done. Everybody. For year in and year out. Nobody, I just said nobody ever seen it, and y'all just proved didn't they? Y'all just proved my point. Let me show you. Read it.
John 14:13. And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son.
And he emphasized that when you read it. Right? Because I remember when you read it the first time, you emphasized it, right?
Come.
That the Father may be glorified in the Son, because I said nobody ever seen that. That's what I told y'all that. Nobody ever seen that. It's spiritual. You know why you don't see it? You know why you don't see it? Because you think about yourself. Okay, read that part again and put yourself there. How do you fit into this? How we fit into this? Read that.
John 14:13. And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son.
Now, when you fit in, the Father shall be glorified in the Mashiach Yahushua. That's for him. He said, do what I say, do. That's why the last thing he said was, keep my commandments. Do what I say, that the Most High can be glorified in him, because you really understanding that you're looking out for him. And not just yourself. Not just ourselves. Everybody missed that, man. Nobody ever, and I told y'all that, I went around the class, everybody saying what they're saying, nobody got it. Nobody ever got it. Ever. Think about that, man. Think about that, man. That's deep. That's deep, man. But we say we love him. We say if you read this Bible, man, I'm going to tell you. That's why I emphasize so much about who first. In this class, who wants to talk about earlier? About who?
The Most High.
The Most High, right? Now here it is. Mashiach Yahushua is saying, hey, do this so the Most High can be glorified in me. Believe in me. Ask him my name, because he said no man comes to the Father but by me. Khan? So he said, hey, you got to look for him, man. This is for him. It's for the Most High. And you looking at yourself. That's why brothers be, I'll show you a prime example, man. I'll give you a prime example. Until this day, man, read Isaiah 49 and 23. That's why I say, Kwam Yasharala, 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 Yasharala. What about the Most High? What about the Mashiach Yahushua? He just said, come on, the Most High can be glorified in him. And you missed it. You ain't by yourself. I'll tell you, I just said, everybody missed it. Didn't I say that? And y'all just missed it. Read this. This is another thing that happens. Read this.
Isaiah 49:23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet.
That's it. That's what's being read. You get the boot kiss. The one boot kiss. Just read it again.
Yeah, we use that.
Read it
They
again.
shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet.
And it happened. They bow down. You get a boot kiss, man. I got a boot kiss, man. You got a boot kiss today. Got a boot kiss. Got a boot kiss. Go ahead.
They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet.
Come on, get a boot kiss. Come on. You want a boot kiss? Come on, get a boot kiss. Read it again. Everybody get that boot kiss. Come on.
They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet.
Yeah, somebody. lick up the dust of my feet. Go ahead. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth and lick up the dust of thy feet. That's all you hear. Israel, Israel. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
I seen a brother jump on the podium and say, "Get this brother a hand. Get all the boot kids, get the boot kids, get the boot kids, get the boot kids." That's all they read. Period. Read on.
And thou shalt know that I am the Most High.
What?
And thou shalt know that I am the Most High.
And what?
And thou shalt know that I am the Most High.
Who?
The Most High.
Read it again.
And thou shalt know that I am the Most High.
Because you got a boot kids. What did he say?
And thou shalt know that I am the Most High.
But you skipped that part. So what did he say? You missed.
And thou shalt know that I am the Most High.
What did he say?
And thou shalt know that I am the Most High.
See, y'all, this is spiritual, man. You ain't spiritual, man. Most High is a spirit, man. If you don't really look at what's important for him, you skipping him? You think you did it yourself? So it says what? You read what? You read Freestyle Rhyme chapter 49, verse 23? No, surely Ariana.
Nope.
Chapter 49, verse 23? Surely, man, it's gotta be Yada. Chapter 43, verse 23, 49, 40, 23. Skip that, man, altogether. I'm just saying how you can read this Bible, man. If you ain't really looking for him, how you dealing with him? Right? How you dealing with him, and then you're going to skip over that. Why did it happen? Why did it happen? Oh, because you read that scripture.
Nope.
You just showed them slavery, this, that. Man,
Most High did it.
what'd you say? Out?
The Most High did it.
But most I didn't do anything if all you read was the first part. Don't nobody know. I'm telling you, nobody know about what he's read, what you read right there.
Yeah.
If you ain't read it, right? All they know is the first part. Read it. You want everybody know. You sitting there, everybody you got a boot kids. You read that? What it said at first?
They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Most High, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
That's it, man. No, people that still boot kids don't know about the Most High. If you only read the first part, they shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth and lick up the dust of their feet. What do you know about the Most High on that? And you ain't even read it. You ain't even read it. You know why? Krum Yasharala. Krum Yasharala. Krum Yasharala. It's about us. Yes.
Salakia, isn't that similar to what I just did when I quoted John chapter 13, John chapter 14, verse 13. I said, and whosoever ye shall ask in my name, I will do it. But I didn't emphasize the last part of the scripture, which is that the Father may be glorified in the Son.
Kind. But you see, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I
kind.
remember, I'm going to tell y'all, it's spiritual with me because I remember I made this song up before everybody started saying Mashiach. It was like, it was N-A-M-E, 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 N-A-M-E. And I remember I say, sing the song. I ain't singing that stupid song. N-A-M-E, N-A-M-E, with witnesses. I ain't singing that song, and I'm gonna tell you. They're like you just said, whatever you should ask in my name, people got up there, everybody got embarrassed. Everybody got embarrassed, didn't sing it. For real, for real. With witnesses, I mean, it ain't something I'm just saying. And then everybody looking just like you looking right now, right there, yo. You looking right now. Is it new? Anything new on this? This ain't new, right? It's the same thing.
Come.
This ain't something new. I got you a witness. I mean, this is not new. This is real. He said you ask anything like you just said in my name. So ones that didn't say it, I mean, I'm talking about reading just like this. John 14, 13. Whatsoever you shall ask. That will I do that and may be glorified in the Son. Couldn't even speak it. I'm telling telling you, man, y'all gotta understand what I'm saying, man. I've seen many miracles with witnesses. You witness? I mean, I'm telling y'all, man, this is real, man. This is how, but it's spiritual. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, you would say the Father can be glorified in the Son. And you should know that I am the Most High. Skipped all over. I mean, I'm just showing you how easy it is to not really look for him, because it's about us. It's about yourself. I, me, what's in it for me? So you read it for whatever you can get out, you know, like, whatever you've done for me lately. Like AMEN. I went around, what's that mean? So be it. What does that mean? So be it, brother. So be it. Let it be done. I'm like, this is how I got it. I'm like, I'm listening, I'm like, what does amen mean, brother? Oh, excuse me, Salaki Mosiah, because you ain't supposed to be saying the names of other idols and gods and so forth. But the way they came at me was like, that's how I started really looking at that, because I was asking the question. I just asked, what does it mean? It was so prideful, like, I'm like, Mosiah, how can I go to you and say, you heard what I said? So be it, man, you heard what I said. I mean, am I right or wrong? Help me to understand this. I mean, because I'm willing to be corrected, man. But I know when I heard that, I was like, wow. How could I tell the Most High that? Then he led me to where it came from the Egyptians, you know, with R.A. on the end of it. Then he led me to the fact that it was the second name of Z-E-U-S. And we calling on this after, you don't care how long you pray, I don't care who you think you praying to, the Most High, y'all, in the end, you calling on Z-E-U-S, A-M-E-N, man. Straight up. That's what you give homage to at the end of your prayer. Well, we got to change. That's when myself say, you're born again. That's what you're talking about, change, man. These little things that we can change, we don't have to do these things, right? And then you got the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Anybody got a Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary?
Con.
You do?
Yeah, con.
Could we get it? Could we see it?
I got one of them.
It's very important, man, because if we don't keep on putting these things out, man, we're gonna continue to do the same thing over and over and over again. Really, right? We're gonna continue to do the same thing over and over again. If you don't, if nobody exposes it, you say you got one.
Closet too.
Okay, if nobody really exposed it,
I got one in my bag.
we got one.
You got one?
We got one.
For AMEN.
I mean, you gotta understand, man. Every chance that we have, no, wait a minute. We're dealing with something else right now. I know, but that's not what we're dealing with right now. Come on, man.
All right, so the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, B-A-A-L-L-O-R-D.
And what else?
Appears in the OT with a variety of meanings, M-A-S-T-E-R.
There it is. That's all I need. That's enough. You see what it means? And we wear that word out. L-O-R-D, we wear that out, man. Read it again. This from any Bible dictionary. The first letter of any Bible dictionary is this word. Because what comes before A? You got B-A. And you got another A after the A. What letter could come before that? Or what word could come before this? You see how simple this is? You got B-A, then you got another A. Then you got an L. And they got I, M, and you got all different, letters after the fact, but nothing comes before A in the English alphabet, right? So it's got to be in every Bible dictionary you look at, that's going to be the first thing you see in there. It's real simple. B-A-A-L. You see? So what does it say?
B-A-A-L-L-O-R-D.
See? They put it in there, man. But if you ain't spiritual enough to really realize, like I'm showing you things that really have happened, and really y'all just proved my point before I even I told y'all. And I went there, and every last one of y'all proved what has been happening over and over and over again for all these years. You see what I'm saying? That's why we got to change, man. That's all.
The
Yes.
order of things.
Hmm?
The order of things.
The what?
Order of things.
Order of things. I mean, born again mean change, man. It's not hard, man. If y'all say they the devil, if we say they the devil, deceiving an evil person, deceiving an evil people, take out this scenario. If they say they're the Most High, and they paint their pictures in the Bible, they paint a picture in the Bible that's the Most High. What they won't do?
God.
It's almost like, oh, they can't do that because the Most High got his hand in it. We the Spirit been giving us little by little things come back to our remembrance, man. It ain't never stopped unless you just, it's quick and powerful and sharp with any two-edged sword, right? Cutting to the marrow of the bone. I mean, the Spirit ain't stopped, man. The Word ain't stopped, and certain things been given to us to look at for change. That's what born again means. Don't mean you can be born out of your mother. That's why Nicodemus like, what you talking about? Myself, I know he had to say, what are you talking about, man? How you gonna come out of your mother's womb again? You think I'm talking about that? You talking about only changing, man. If you see it, it means L-O-R-D. Why we gotta say it? Why do we have to say that? If it means that. You understand? Yeah. And M-A-S-T-E-R. You got both of them in there, right? You see there's both of them in there. So we gotta look at changing, man. And so we see that H.O.I.L.A, he even honored the Feast of Tabernacles.
Khan.
So can we stop saying L-O-R-D?
Khan.
Can we stop saying A-M-E-N at the end of your prayer?
Khan.
We have to, man.
I say hallelujah.
Huh?
I say hallelujah.
Lord, yeah, kind. You know? And the thing about it, Israel will take a word and make it Hebrew and say it's okay. What is it that you're dealing with?
You know how you talk about how it's not okay to say A-M-E-N. I even got the definition that exposes it.
You want to read it?
Fine.
We about to close up here.
You want me to read it?
Mm-hmm.
A-M-E-N or A-M-O-N, the mysterious and Egyptian divinity whose name occurs in that of N-O-A-M-O-N. A-M-E-N was of the 8 idols of the first order and chief of the triads of Thebes. He was worshipped at that city as A-M-E-N-R-A or A-M-E-N-S-U, the sun. And this is in the Smith's Bible Dictionary.
See?
God.
See that?
Praise the Most High. Mighty.
There it is, I mean. Look at John 12 and 20. We're gonna close this up. It's about time. Yes. Read that.
It's the book of John 12 and 20. And there were certain Greeks among them that came up to worship at the feast. The same came therefore to Philip, which is of Bethsaida of Galilee, and desired him, saying, Sir, we would see Hamashiach Yahushai.
We want to see a Mashiach Yahushai. Go ahead.
Philip cometh and telleth Andrew, and again Andrew and Philip tell Hamashiach Yahushai, and Hamashiach Yahushai answered, saying, The hour is come that the Son of Man should be glorified. Verily, verily, I say unto you, except a corn of wheat fall into the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, it bringeth forth much fruit.
We're talking about, the death. His death, when we say he's going to be glorified, I mean he's going to die for the sins of the 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
He that loveth his life shall lose it.
Hold up. He that loveth his life shall lose it. He that think about only his life going to lose it too. Read.
And he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal.
Wow. Read that again.
And he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal.
But if you only think about yourself, you can't see eternal life if it's just about you. Read that again.
And he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal.
Hear that? You hated your life where? In this world, man. This present evil, wicked world. Rather than all about yourself. Did he make himself any reputation? No. Nah. You know what I mean? He humbled himself, man. He that hated his life in this world shall keep it until life eternal. Go ahead.
Verse 26. If any man serve me, let him follow me. And where I am, there shall also my servant be. If any man serve me, him will my Father honor.
Hear that? You serve him, man. You believe in him. Most High gonna give you honor. Read.
Now is my soul troubled, and what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour, but for this cause came I unto this hour. Father, glorify thy name. Then came there a voice from heaven saying, I have both glorified it and will glorify it again.
Yeah, he said he's already glorified it. He said he's gonna glorify it again, man. That's why I started out with who? The Most High H.O.I.L.A. Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He said, I've already glorified it. I'm gonna glorify it again. Wait, let's read.
The people therefore that stood by and heard it said that it thundered. Others said an angel spake to him.
See? They said it thunder, because you know the Most High speaking thunder. Thunder is his voice, right?
Gone.
So he's speaking thunder. That'd be the voice of the Most High. So now go to 1 Corinthians. We're going to end on this. 1 Corinthians 15 and 24. He said he already glorified it. He's going to glorify it again. His name, right? Again, right? Read this. Now before you go to the last verse in John, so you see what H.O.I.L.A did and humbled himself, but what he actually did. In John 21 and 23.
This is the book of John, chapter 21 and 23. Then went this saying abroad among the brethren, that the disciples should not die.
Wait a minute. Matthew, the last chapter. Let me see. I think the last chapter. Matthew. Hold up. All the miracles. Hold on. Yeah, that's it. That's what I want. John 21, 25. Salakia. My bad. Go ahead. Spirit was right.
John 21 and 25. And there are also many other things which Hamashiach did, the which, if they should be written every one, I suppose that even the world itself cannot contain the books that should be written.
Hear that? So he did all those miracles and he said what? Don't tell nobody I've done. Think about that. That's humble. He made himself no reputation. He said all the books in the world couldn't contain the miracles that he done, right? And he said, don't tell nobody I've done anything. He always said, don't tell nobody I've done it. So it ain't about no exaltation. 1 Corinthians 15, 24.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15 and 24. Then cometh the end.
The end of this world that we living in now, read.
When he shall have delivered up the kingdom to the Most High, even the Father. When he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power.
He's going to put down all power, rulership, and authority. All the kingdoms on this earth. Everybody that's ruling in this earth, he's going to put them down, read.
For he must reign till he have put all enemies under his feet.
So he's going to reign how many years?
1,000.
Until he have put all enemies under his feet. Come on.
The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death.
The last enemy is going to be death. Go ahead.
For he hath put all things under his feet. But when he saith all things are put under him, it is manifest that he is accepted, which did put all things under him.
You hear that? When the Most High put all of Hamashiach's enemies under his feet, then it's going to be manifest that he is accepted, which did put all things under him. You understand this?
Come.
It's sad because how long you gonna rule?
For 1,000 years.
1,000 years. And it says, once the Most High put all things under Hamashiach's feet, then it's going to be manifest that the Most High accepted. The Most High accepted is going to be accepted, which did put all things under Hamashiach's feet. How long?
1,000 years.
1,000 years, man. He's called Mother Nature, El Nino, La Nina. Huh? What was it?
No, it's in that.
And global warming, little boy, little girl, Hurricane Helene right now, Hurricane Milton, huh?
Ike.
Hurricane Ike coming.
No, that was the last one that
That was
happened.
one of them. See what I'm saying? All these different names that's him. That's why I'm telling y'all, man. What he said he gonna put, you hear what he said? The Most High gonna put all of Hamashiach's enemies. You're gonna take around all power, rules, and authority out of the earth, and put down all of Hamashiach's enemies under his feet. That's what the Most High gonna do. Remember what he did to Egypt, right? He made them 10 plagues on Egypt, on the Egyptians, and he told Moses and Aaron, they're gonna let you go now.
God.
You know why? See, I'm gonna kill every firstborn, everything. I'm gonna kill every firstborn. I'm gonna send my side through there. And he the destroyer. I'm sending him through there. He gonna kill every last firstborn, right?
Oh, praise God. To the Most High.
God, they'll let you go now. But you gotta understand, man. Why you talking about Jacob's trouble? Because we gotta go through a lot. You know, a lot of people gonna go through a lot because of the fact that they're not spiritual. They really look for him. They really look. That's what they say. They're gonna say, Mashiach, we cast out devils in thy name. We done many wonders in thy name. I said, depart from me that work iniquity, I never knew you. He said, I come in the volume of the book. That's why you gotta look for him. If he's there, give him the glory. Look for the Most High. So you're gonna know that I am the Most High. You understand? So you're gonna know that I am the Most High, man. It ain't about us. First and foremost, about the Most High, like you said, Rob Judah, what's the order?
Yahweh, Shah, man, woman, and child.
There it is. That's that order. But I'm just saying, I see the pattern of things. We in the last days, man. We in the very last days. And you hear what he said? The Most High gonna put all these kingdoms, every power, rules, and authority under Hamashiach's feet. Then he gonna be accepted. Man, you think about that. And we talking, we going to the kingdom. We ready for the kingdom. And we can't even see him. We ain't acknowledge him enough. Well, send me some videos. Just about the Most High. And understand, I'm humble. I want to see him because I want to see him because I can add to what I carry him around hard. I'll tell you what. Somewhere here. He's somewhere. For real, at any time. You got something to say? What'd I say?
Do you know the Most High?
What did I say, y'all?
Say it. Do you know the Most High?
Always carry with me. In the scriptures. I'm just saying because there's always got to be something that I got to be reminded of. Because I get caught up in, everybody get caught up in this. You know what I mean? Because we kind of like creatures of habit. So it's very important, you know, that we look for him. When you read the scriptures, look for him first. If the Mashiach was shy there, look for him. You don't look for him, how you about him? You're like, man, I was right there. I was right there. and you miss me. You ain't really acknowledged me. I was right there. You looking for yourself. You looking out for yourself. That's what we say. Depart from me that work iniquity. I never knew you because you reading the scriptures, but your mind is about yourself. Y'all proved it. That's why you gotta change, man. You have to change. You see, he's saying gonna be accepted until he put all the enemies under his footstool. Come on, we supposed to be the first fruits, hopefully. How you gonna be the first fruits and you ain't even think about him? You reading the Bible for yourself. We made him cry. He said, so when we cried, that's one time he had pity on us. We cried to him, but I mean, the things that we gotta go through, see who's dealing with. Maybe we ain't seen enough action against us to really be sad and really be feeling the way we gonna feel when he bring that judgment on us that's written in the Bible. Jacob's trouble, we talk about all the time. When he gotta bring it hard on you, then you gonna start crying to him and say, hey, when you cry, I'm gonna mock and laugh at you. Because you heard what you're hearing right now to really look for him, to have a relationship with him. You see, he gonna mock and laugh at you whenever you cry to him. When he cried and you ain't pay no attention, we made him cry. What was that? When we see floods, when we see the floods, is that him crying? You ever thought about that? When you see the rain coming down, it never stops, just everything flooding, is that him crying? You ever thought about that? He said, they said the heavens can't contain him. Ain't no throne, his throne is inestimable. You can't measure his throne. In the fourth dimension, we don't have no clue of that. We sitting there with our little measly minds thinking about make up the Most High how we want him to be. What he's sitting on, he's sitting in the chair, I'm sitting in the chair, he's sitting in the chair. His throne, his chair, his throne can't be measured. You understand that? He ain't no house, ain't no place he can be. He don't dwell in temples made with hands. He ain't in here. There ain't no temples made with hands, man. Say, heaven is my throne. And it's inestimable. Can he be measured?
No.
So when you read this Bible, man, he said you should know how the Most High look for him, look for H.O.I.L.A, then us. Y'all understand what I'm saying? You sure? Because we started with the Most High. Who we ended with?
Most High.
Y'all ain't seen it yet. Read verse 27 again.
The book of 1 Corinthians 15 and 27. For he hath put all things under his feet. But when he saith all things are put under him, it is manifest that he is accepted, which did put all things under him.
Hear that? When the Most High put every last kingdom, powers and authority on this earth under H.O.I.L.A's feet, David prophesied it in Psalms 110 and 1. The Most High said unto my power, that's David's power. He didn't say the Most High's power, he said the Most High said unto my power, sit thee on my right hand until I make thy enemies thy footstool. So when the Most High put all enemies under H.O.I.L.A's feet, it is manifest that the Most High is accepted, which did put all things under H.O.I.L.A. Read.
Verse 28. And when all things shall be subdued unto him, then shall the Son also himself be subject unto him that put all things under him.
Stop. You hear that? When the Most High put all of H.O.I.L.A's enemies under his feet, there's going to be manifest that H.O.I.L.A is going to have to be subject to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And then what?
That the Most High may be all in all.
That's what it's all about, y'all. That the Most High may be what?
All in all.
That the Most High may be what, class?
All in all.
That the Most High may be what?
All in all.
Forever and ever and ever, man.
Khan.
That's what it's about, man. That the Most High could be all in all, man. No more, no less. Any questions? Any comments?
No.
We know the Most High gonna be all in all, man. That's what it's about. You say Israel gonna be all in all?
No.
You say H.O.I.L.A gonna be all in all? Who gonna be all in all?
Most High.
The Most High, Yahweh. That's right, man. And we've been going. You can go through whatever you want to go through, man. But that's what it's all about in the end. Because he's not really talked about. He's not talked about He's not exalted. He's not. He said he's gonna be accepted after he put all the enemies of Mashiach ever side of his feet. That's why we gotta be. We're gonna be the first two. We gotta start looking at it, man. Looking at him, bringing it out. Huh? That's right, man. He said, hey, you don't come up. He said, you don't come up to the Feast of Tabernacles, man. I ain't blessing you at all, man. If you ain't blessed, you're gonna die. Perish. So all praise is the Most High. All praise. Let's get the Most High. Time. Yes. Let's have happy feast days for 7 days. And we read his laws, man. Read about what the Most High told us to do, man. We can fear him, man. He came down to Mount Sinai to make us fear him. Understand this, overstand this. Khan? All right. I module my up y'all can jump. All right, so you can cut this off. Thank you everybody for being on the conference call. All praise to the Most High. H.O.I.L.A. We say, Kwam Abanawa Yahweh.
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 Kwam Mashiach Yahushua.
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 Kwam Yasharella.
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 All right. You can set it off, Bob.